Hello, Thoreau Park families. This is Mr. Popek. I am the Title I teacher assigned to Thoreau Park through Parma Virtual Learning Academy, and today I will talk to you about assessments. Here at Thoreau Park and throughout Parma City School District, Title I teachers currently utilize two state-approved assessments, Ames-Webb and MAP, Measure of Academic Progress. Both of these assessments are an integral part of Parma City School District's RTI, which stands for Response to Intervention Program. Our RTI program includes practice of providing high-quality instruction and intervention matched to student needs, monitoring progress frequently to make decisions about changes in instruction, apply students' outcome data to important educational decisions. Ames-Webb for kindergarten literacy. Ames-Webb is a research-based test or a screener and a progress monitoring tool. It is used to determine if a student is on track with his or her reading and math skills. Each test or probe is 1 minute long. Kindergarten literacy focus is on letter name fluency, letter sound fluency, phoneme segmentation, and nonsense words. Here's an example of a random letter naming probe. Here, students simply identify the names of these letters going left to right, and their score is how many letters they can provide for us in 1 minute. This is the letter sounds practice page. This is a page we walk through with our students, and students tell us the sounds of these letters going down. And when they complete these three sounds, they go across. And in this example, they say b, at, and to form bat. So this is a practice that is not scored. Here is an example of a random assessment where the students are, again, scored on letter sounds in 1 minute. And in this example, they would provide these sounds, then they would go across and down the row and provide sounds for us. And when they get to this part again, they would say d, og, dog. So they form words at the end of this assessment. And again, this is a 1 minute assessment for letter sounds. Here is an example of a phoneme segmentation probe. We would provide for the students the name, the word dad, d-ad. We would say dad, and they would have to give us the sounds, d-ad. And we would say to the student the word bit, and they would have to break it into each individual sound, as you can see there with the arrow. Here is an example of a nonsense words 1 minute time probe, and all of these are consonant, vowel, consonant words. All the vowels would be short vowels. So this would be ak, and every sound that is provided counts for a point for nonsense words. Ames-Webb for first grade literacy this test is ORF, oral reading fluency. This is a 1 minute first grade level passage reading, and students read 3 different passages for 1 minute, and the average is documented. So students, for every word that they give to us, that counts as a word read correctly. That is a point. This is an example of a random first grade passage. For K and first grade math, there are also early numeracy skills. Students are asked to identify numbers up to 10 for kindergarten, up to 20 for first, and students are also asked to discriminate between quantities. Students are given 2 numbers and they have to tell us the bigger number, and to formulate mental number lines. A student will be given a sequence with a missing number, for example, 16, then a blank, and then 18. And the student would have to be asked to provide us with the number 17 because that is the missing number in the mental number line. Who and when? Who, all kindergarten students and first grade students are benchmark assessed using Ames-Webb. When? These students are assessed in the fall, and then again in January for the winter benchmark assessments, and finally in May for the spring benchmark assessments. So this data is used to determine if a student is on skill with his or her reading and math skills. The data is used by all classroom teachers, title team, and special ed teachers. This helps us identify students who are at risk, helps us focus on areas of individualized instruction. This data is also used to help us evaluate student progress. This helps inform classroom teachers of any instructional changes they need to make in their lessons. And this helps serve as an accountability and communication tool for improvement. If a student is identified at below or well below any of the literacy benchmarks, he or she will be progress monitored bi-weekly on their specific skill. So now we're going to talk about assessments for MAP. MAP assessments are administered to students in grades 2 through 4. These assessments are also given 3 times in the year, just as Ames Web benchmarking is: fall, winter, and spring assessments. This information is used to help drive classroom instruction, much in the way that Ames Web helps us. I will walk you through the following links provided by NWEA, which is the organization that developed the MAP assessments. This first link is student resources for MAP. And you can see there is the link, studentresources.nwea.org/index.html. And I will show you this. And here is our student resources page. This is for grades K to 2, and there's also grades 2 and above. And different links here. This tells information on what this test is about. This helps students get ready for the test, and this is a practice test that asks the same type of questions that students will see on the test itself. And moving along, this also is a link that provides 20 tips for families. This is a involved link, so if you like these links sent to you directly, you can email me at popekj, that's Popekj, at parmacityschools.org. And just to give you an idea of what this link looks like, here are 20 tips that will help prepare your student for the assessment. And this is provided again by the publisher of the test. So these are 20 helpful tips just to give you an idea what that looks like. And you can view that at your own pace. And that is assessments. And thank you for joining me today. And again, if you have any questions, you can contact me directly here at popekj at parmacityschools.org, or you can also email any of the Thoreau Park Title I teachers. Thank you, and have a great day.